What's up? Crystal Hive is live. It's Saturday, which means I'm just going to be doing stuff for fun. Today, I am looking at doing some more testing for Cote 8. Just climbing up the SAS ladder. We just finished actually tomorrow I think is the official last day. Finished the first round of 60 SAS. So I'm going to be testing some 62s and 64s just to see how well they go. To try and get the right players, I'm gonna have to do a game name here. 60 to 69 SAS, please. Mute any spectators, and this is casual. See if they respond to what I said. Cool. So I am testing, this is my 62 that's really been not impressing me, like blowing me away, but has a lot of cool options and a lot of fun play lines. This is P. Pierce Battle Rings Toothed Scholar. So has a really good ability to maintain board control with a lot of fight cheating in Brobnar. I can also use those angers to use like a dodger, or I think I have an urchin or two. Nope, just dodgers, but I can use Quixos. So I have a lot of cool fight effects that piggyback off of the fight cheating in Brobnar. In terms of what to play here, let's start with a dodger, try and not pull myself into a 2-2-2. They're in Logos, they get a gray rider, which is alright. I don't really want to hit Dodger with the Twin Bolt. I'll probably hit my Ganymede Archivist with it and then take out the Gray Rider there. So happy Saturday to everybody. Valentine's weekend. Pulling into library access here, which is nice. I also have all three of my Dodgers, which is nice. I'm gonna see if they have any creatures that their Tezmel can benefit from. Speed Sigil, Brain Eater. Past that, not a lot of benefit for them, so I am gonna play the Speed Sigil. Drop a new Dodger. Have that one fight Shall Safeguard, and then Reap and drop the other Dodger. So I'm pretty set up here, so I can't steal, so I do have to get rid of this Vault Keeper. Conveniently, the Vault Keeper will die from Dodger before Dodger's fight effect kills in or kicks in, so it's not too much of an issue. I could also drop some Brobnar here just so I get some variance in my board presence, which I am going to do because they wiped out almost my whole board. So I feel so if I go Headhunter first and a War Song on this fight, it puts me in check, and then I can drop a Crump. So I'm at check 6 of 6. I drop Eureka. This is probably my favorite card in Age of Ascension. I'm a sucker for logos and archiving. just 3 amber pips too, or 1 pip and then you gain 2 is really good. I'll go blue key. I am going to stay in Brobnar in the hopes of drawing a little more logos here for this library access. So I'm going to go Brobnar. Start with my Crump to take out Igor. Reap with Headhunter, drop Valder, who will come in ready. Reap and hit an Anger on, doesn't really matter, so we'll do Valder. I guess as long as it was a Brobnar, it didn't matter. If I did that on Dodger, he would just stand there and not do anything. And I do have the speed sigil for Bullet Eye, which is nice. Binding Irons times 2. Yeah, so I'm at 6 chains right now. I think I go Logos. If I go Logos, let's go Library Access. Hey Orion, what's up? This is a 62. And I haven't checked my opponent, but I asked that they pick a deck between 60 and 69, so it's somewhere in the ballpark of near a 62. I'm going to play Graft, because my intention here is drop the Titan Mechanic on a flank, make them forge a key at 1 cheaper, but then that gives me 1 extra amber. So I'm going to fight Charette. I'm going to hold BDQ for now. So they're going to forge at 5, they're going to pay me 2, which puts me at check. This is P. Pierce Battle Ring's Toothed Scholar. It's got a Graft and a Death Quark, really good fight cheating out of Brobnar, and then some okay amber control and shadows. Not a ton, but I've got the Sting, I've got Speed Sigil that this deck can make really good use of. Are they probably going to fight my Headhunter? Maybe. They're gonna hit Headhunter or Mechanic. Yeah, Headhunter. Because I wanted the card draw. This looks like a pretty good chance for a Bullet Eye turn. Though my Poison Wave is gonna kill everything that they have. And it's going to kill my Mechanic and leave Crump on the board. So, yeah, I'm just going to take care of their board with a Poison Wave. Let's hit Brain Eater first. Let's drop Bad Penny. Oh, I did that wrong. Whatever. It ultimately ends up the same. GG. 1 for the day. Ultimately, what I wanted to do is I wanted to drop Bullet Eye to have Bad Penny be the flank target for Bullet Eye's effect. But if I drop Bad Penny first, I just reap and I get the 1 amber gain anyway. So I was getting too fancy. P. Pierce did pretty good. I'm keeping track of my record here. Within the same SAS, I'm 3-1. Just gonna copy that. Mute spectators, casual. All right. Yeah, I'm at 50%. I don't track. I haven't been tracking games that are outside of the 60s SAS. I mean, this deck has gone against a couple low to mid 70s, and actually done pretty well. I think I got to 2 keys before the game started to pull away from me. So this deck has some legs to it. I don't know why I just retyped it out. I have it copied and pasted. But I do know if you do a quick join. Oh, sniped! Stream sniped! That's against my stream rules, Orion. Well, hi there. I don't care. You can play me. Just mute me. Today I'm just intending to grind out as many games as I can, so I don't really care who I play as long as it's in the 60s SAS. I am going second. All right. First, you know what? This is a decent hand. Lots of board control. I got some damage to deal with the creature that gets dropped. If he gets an amber, I can ghostly hand it. So I'm gonna keep this. Go with logos and just drop Ganymede Archivist for now. I don't want to play all this shadows just yet because I don't want to lose this ghostly hand or the Relentless Whispers triggers if I can avoid losing them. Nope, still no amber, but still gonna go shadows. So that's Relentless Whispers to kill the Amber Imp, drop a Dodger, drop a Bullet Eye, and I'll hold this ghostly hand. Hey Kelly. Toasty! Happy Saturday, Kelly. How's it going? He knows my tricks. Okay. I can only steal one, so my ghostly hand doesn't do anything right now, but I need to get rid of this Grove Keeper. This Grove Keeper is going to be an issue, so I'm going to go Brobnar with a Fire Spitter and then Anger to fight the Fire Spitter and splash one. Or not splash one, but one to all. I hope we're talking about card games, or if Las Vegas Royale is a underground fight club, then rule one is you shouldn't be talking about it. Oh boy. Okay. Is that the board game where you build your own casinos? Oh boy. I don't really know what I want to do here. Let's go Shadows. I need to get rid of this Gub. drop a speed sigil. Let's drop Bad Penny. Bad Penny's going to fight Gub. And then Bad Penny's going to go back out. And then I'll Ghostly Hand. Dice games. Blech. The reason you got beat up by your friends is because you were playing a dice game. Well, Poison Wave seems like it would be good here. I can't do anything about him being in check, but I can go Logos and drop a Quixo. We'll come in ready. I'm going to fight and take out Gub and draw a card. Play Dexter, another Quixo, and a Archivist. Curious if he's got a board clear. 3 Dust Imps, Persistent Hunting, so no hard board clear, but lots of out-of-hand damage. And Persistence Hunting to exhaust the board. Well, sorry, exhaust a house. Bone Rot Venom's okay. The double Ronnies are probably going to be an issue, so I'm trying to not kill them. Okay. What's the best play here? Dodger can fight Steel 1. Oh boy. Okay, so let's go Shadows. Dodger's gonna fight Little Nif. Steel 1, nothing happens, but Bad Penny is gonna come and fight Little Nif. Bad Penny is gonna come out ready because of Speed Sigil, fight Little Nif. And then I'm going to Poison Wave, drop Bad Penny for the 3rd time, and I feel like the Sting is going to hurt me right now because I'm so far behind, so I'm actually just going to discard it. Yeah, good old throwing stars. God damn it. Alright, lesson learned. They've got how many throwing stars? 2, so these Bad Pennies are a bad idea. Oh boy. Getting my butt whooped. Guess we're going Brobnar for a Headhunter to fight. It's got elusive, so I'm gonna fight Knuckles. Oh, he's got elusive anyway. Derp. I always forget that Knuckles Bolton is elusive and skirmish. Yeah, you like that? I remember I was trying to say Bad Penny and Rad Penny, and it turned into Brad Penny, and that absolutely needs to become a card. Well, I mean, I can't do anything here. Like, he's just putting on the gas. Yeah, it absolutely needs to be Brad Penny. And Brad Penny is just like this really fat bookkeeper. He's just retired and out of the job. He's no longer a pickpocket. I do know this deck. Brick Quiz the Artisan is another deck that we've been testing. Right, couldn't they? It would be a Logos card, but it would be a thief in Logos. Just make him sit in a chair and just put Brad's face on it. Just copy and paste Quixo. I have to go Brobnar. So let's go Crump. Grump's going to fight, take out Flaxia, make him lose an Amber. Then I'm going to Cannon, take out Lamindra, and then Heeb the Huge, and end turn. This is not going well. Yeah, this Brick Quiz deck is really good. It's one that we've all been looking at, but Orion pilots it the best of the three of us. Because I have nothing to do. I have no way to keep him off of a key, and I have not even gained a single key. I think Speed Sigil is probably a bad idea for this matchup. He's getting a lot more benefit from it than I am. Let's go. Anomaly Exploiter. Let's hit Dexter and Knuckles. It's not going to matter, so I don't care about Toxin right now. Woof. Woof. Okay, that was a fair matchup, and I got slaughtered. So let's go. We are 3-2. What other decks am I looking at in this bracket? Mute spectators. I've got this one, which hasn't won anything yet, unfortunately. And then I've got HRH Tiger Cortiaz. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to open Discord. So this wasn't an official tournament / season match, but these are the decks for this upcoming round. Yeah, we're just tested some for the next round. Yeah, that was a really good showing for Brick Quiz. I had no answers. You were able to keep my board small, and I don't want my board to disappear. I also didn't see any of my fight cheating, so it was probably a mistake to play the Speed Sigil. You're getting much more use out of it than I was. I think Speed Sigil I want to play when I've got board advantage. And I think I did, but then you were able to play some out-of-hand damage to sway the board control in your favor, and then you just abused the Speed Sigil. I'm not sure, like at this level, I enjoy more rush decks at this low of a level. Because my control generally require really much longer games. Might try this deck. I remember liking this deck. It's Portals, the Zealot of the Emptiness. It's a pretty fun skirmish-centric deck with lots of board manipulation. I've got 3 Nocturnal Maneuvers, but we'll talk about that after this game. So I'm playing HRH Tiger Cortiaz. And it's got a Hysteria, which is alright. I don't like this starting hand, so I'm going to mulligan. Let's go ahead and go Logos and drop the Sanitation Engineer. And it's unreal. Like, anytime I start with a 3-2-1 and I play the 1, I draw that exact same fucking house. Well, and I don't think you were able to do it, but putting that Dust Imp next to Little Nif, if you're able to drop that Dust Imp next to Little Nif and fight with the Dust Imp, what, you steal 1 and you gain 2 when Dust Imp dies, so you're getting a 3 amber swing on a 1 card. Let's go Logos. Wild Wormhole. It's not going to do anything because they all have armor. But whatever. And yeah, statistically it's the highest card because there's 11 from that house in the deck. But what's the statistical difference? 11 versus 10 versus 9. So math, fun. You're looking at like a 2% difference, so it's not significant, but it's annoying more than anything. Let's go getting my ass kicked already. Let's go this with Festering Touch. Let's hit Blip. Let's hit Marauder. Greater Oxtet, and then Snag. And turn, let's hit Tantedlin. My removal, that's the hard thing. This deck has no removal. I mean, I got Hysteria, but that's why I'm looking at this deck. This is kind of my last look at it. It's not been doing well. It did well at the initial parts of my testing, but yeah, as you can see, I'm not getting a good board state. I'm just getting stomped. That being said, I'm gonna go Logos to Archive. Should I Archive Master the Theory? Because they're probably gonna kill Edai. So I'm gonna Archive Master Theory, play Cutthroat Research, and call that good. Realistically, this deck is just, it's gone. It's just being written off. Do that. I've got a good Skirmish deck that has an Effervescent Principle, but that's about all for its Amber control. It's got a Bait and Switch and a Miasma. And then I got a couple really, really fast decks. I'm gonna try this one. I remember that one being okay. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Damn. So do I just dump everything into my archives, or do I Hysteria here? I think I go Dis, Draining Touch to kill Phylaxia, and then I Hysteria. And clog up that hand. Oh, good old Ether Spider, yay! Well, so that was my thought, right? I wanted to... Jesus. So not only did I give them all their Mars creatures back, they had more in hand. So this happy fun times. Yeah, this is a loss. This game's going nowhere real fast. what to do. I'm going to go logos, take my archives, let's master the theory. Choose 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Candle unit, end. I wish I could have like a quant or a helper bot or something so I could master the theory, archive almost my entire hand, and then drop an E-die, and then Hysteria the E-die, and then play E-die again. That would be the play. Yes, keep reaping. Keep reaping. Oh, he only reaped once. Okay. Let's go. I'm not gonna get anything from Flaxia. I guess Logos would be a good call. Let's just remove the stun. Let's go Group Think Tank. Discombobulator on the groupthink. Sanitation Engineer. Let's Twin Bolt Emission to hit Ether Spider and Gray Monk. Now let's do Blipip. I was hoping that Hysteria would jam their hand up a bit more, but having some more, I think they had these 3, or that one, and Think Drone out, so they had the Spider and Zizix in hand. That allowed them to clear their hand really quickly, unfortunately. Boy. That's going downhill real quick. I look away and it's just like, surprise, you have no board. There's no point. That deck is quickly getting removed from my testing list. Okay. Oh, what am I trying? That one's a maybe. I'm just looking through decks to try and see which ones I can feel comfortable testing. This one looks okay. Let's give this one a go. Play new game. Oops. This is Mistress Perrin. Let's see. Put that over there. So it's got Brobnar Dis Logos. A lot of my lower ranked decks have Brobnar, so you're gonna see a lot of those for me, unfortunately. It's got double loot the bodies, which is nice because I also have an Earth Shaker. So double loot the bodies into an Earth Shaker is a really fun play. It would be really cool if I had a what is it? The drummer? Not the drummer knot. The other one, the power 3 one. If I had one of those, bounce that back. Play Earth Shaker again. Let's see. Double Charette is nice. An Ember Imp if I play that at the right time with a Lash. Tendrils of Pain. So pretty nice dishouse in terms of disruption. It is a reverse time with some archive mechanics. It's got a really nice efficiency here. Sloppy lab works, sound the horns. So I've got a good amount of ways to churn through my deck. Slim Slam Snagga. Penitent Emberheart Alianus. Triple EP, it's a time traveler deck. Other than the triple EP, looks like most of their amber control is capture. So I do need to try and maintain board control. It's a nice Logos line for the first start. I'm going to keep my hand because of that. And I'm just going to go Logos. I'm going to play my Knowledge is Power and archive Mind Barb. Sure, I'm going to go Logos. Not take my archive, let's go Dexter. Let's keep the mechanic in the center for now. Doesn't it? It looks like it's literally, no matter what house I play, it's like, here, have another one. Oh, you had 5 cards in your starting hand? Here's another one. I'm pretty sure TCO is doing all that intentionally against me. Glorious Few, they hit for 3. They do have a Coward's End, so I shouldn't shy away from fighting to keep my creatures damaged. Brobnar. Let's drop Crump. Let's drop Rogue Ogre. Let's do a Sound the Horn, see what I grab. I grab a Smash. Smash is going to stun Mother. Is that quote-unquote controversy, the guy that routinely shuffled and left like 3 cards on top of his deck every time, and for some reason through the entire fucking tournament none of his opponents wanted to shuffle his deck for him? Like, no one asked, hey, can I shuffle for you? Because in competitive card games, you have the right, and it's encouraged that you shuffle your opponent's deck to make sure they're not stacking. But no one in his tournament did, so I don't know. So they loot the body's Coward's End. So they did my trick. They did my trick. Okay. Well, let's go Logos. No to the archives. I'm not drawing any dis right now. Let's get that spectral tunneler out. Let's go Quixo. Put an experimental therapy on Quixo. Let's sloppy lab work to archive Tentacus and discard loot the bodies. Oh, I had an opponent. I had an opponent I was playing in Keyforge, I think yesterday, just casually, who I annihilated him. I think we finished the game in less than 7 rounds. And without fail, the first comment they make is, "Fucking TCO's broken. They draw me into all the wrong houses. It's so clunky." And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, blame the game. We queue, he joins in the next game with me. Sorry, I laugh because this is funny. And then he ends up queuing against me again and kicked my butt because he tried a different deck. And then I was like, what? You're not going to complain about your clunky draws anymore because they worked in your favor? And he tried to report me for trolling him. I will take my archives. Let's go Schuler, steal 1. Tentacus, they don't have any artifacts or anything, but let's play Fear. I'm going to bounce Frankus and Mind Barb. Got rid of that Dexter, which is nice. Yeah, those goddamn fragile egos. My Coward's End is in this draw pile, I believe. So that's why I'm hesitating to play Reverse Time, because I really want my Coward's End. But both my Loot of the Bodies are gone. Uh-oh, Mana Dork's back. We didn't scare you away yesterday. Let's go Dis. Drop a Charette. Reap. Let's go Hand of Dis to hit Frankus. I don't know this deck well enough to really know what points I should be pushing and where I should be controlling versus being aggressive. And this deck is not my playstyle, so it's probably one that could be good, but in my hands won't be as good as it could be in someone else's. Doom. Man, as badly as I want to do it, I think I have to reverse time here. So go Quixo, Dexter, reverse time. Yeah, Spectral Tunneler's not going to do anything. I'm not. That was, what was it, a $20 entry fee? Trying not to spend tons of money right now. Not that money is an issue, just trying to change some spending habits. So I chose not to. I try and only do one like online league at a time when I do join, and I'm doing the Cote 8 event. So I think Forge with Friends. I guess no, that's just the Valentine's tournament. So I think, yeah, my justification was just that I didn't want to spend money. I'm cheap. And then it's a 2-person team, I believe. It's a duo. So then I'd have to find someone else who wanted to join. I'm cheap. I didn't want to spend money. That's basically all it is, to be honest. Let's go. If I play Earthshaker, it's going to kill 2 of mine, but only 1 of theirs. But... Let's go Logos. Quixo is going to fight there. Draw a card. Other Quixo's coming out. Let's drop Spectral Channeler on Dexter to reap and draw a card. And then let's play the Mechanic. I have the unfortunate mentality. I got this from my mom, so love you, Mom. If I have money, I spend it. So I'm trying to... I don't spend any money to put me in the detriment of bills or anything, and I do have my nest egg for rainy days or like car repair emergencies and stuff, but I don't like saving money because there's so many things I want because I have so many hobbies, like board games. I don't have any on hand, but I paint miniatures, so 3D printing and painting, running RPGs, so I want all the supplement books and everything, so there's no shortage of things that I want to buy. It's just a matter of should I, and most of the time the answer is no. But yeah, I buy them anyway. I'm gonna go loot the bodies. Let's drop Blood of the Titans on Dexter. Let's play an Earthshaker, kill, 2? Smash to smash, Staunch Knight, and Crump, and I lose. Okay, that deck's getting deleted right away. That was not my playstyle whatsoever. Just clearing everything up here. Akia was a good deck, but that's for the 60s. HRH just does not have the board control. That's, as I was playing this, exactly what I was thinking. Like, I want a longer game. I want to slowly build my board presence and keep control of it. Reverse time a couple times to really isolate my deck into what I want. But yeah, there's no Amber control to slow that pace. So I want those type of games, but have no way of making them happen. So I'm gonna try another one that I played a lot of in Coda. Whether that means it's good or not is a totally different story. Mute spectators. This is Portals, the Zealot of Emptiness. So this one's got, this is a 62. It's Logos, Shadows, Untamed. Strongest house is Shadows, but not by too much. The weakest is Untamed. It's mostly actions in Untamed. But I do have 6 creatures, so it's 50-50. 6 creatures, 6 actions. And I'm hoping my opponent grabbed a 60 to a 69, but we'll play it anyway. This deck has a lot of ways to add skirmish to creatures, a lot of creatures that just innately have skirmish. So there's no blatant board clear that I remember. And this 2/2/2 is bad. But just trying to see what this one can do. It's got Seeker Needle, but I don't have any bad pennies. So the Seeker Needle targets are probably generally going to be my opponent's creatures or my own creatures that are about to die. So I'm going to go Logos. Let's drop Pocket Universe. Lab Work. I'm going to archive Miasma. Seems like a good choice. I read that as Married with Children, and in my head are like doop 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 doop. Just Oh, that old show. I loved it. And then when I got older and rewatched some episodes, I realized how absolutely chauvinistic and racist it was. So I lost all interest. Yeah, I play, game-wise, I play Keyforge. I love video games. I don't have the strongest of gaming PC. I desperately need to upgrade my video card to handle the new generation games, but I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. Predecessor, I've been playing a ton of Predecessor whenever they open the game up, and they're going to, I think they're going to retail their next release. So really excited to just play that. Excuse me. I think we're going Untamed, not take my archives, drop a big twig, and Nocturnal Maneuver, exhaust both those. Call that good. So Predecessor, Keyforge, Dungeons and Dragons. I play the Expanse RPG. So it's a system by the Green Ronin Publishing. They make the AGE system, so Fantasy Age, Modern Age. It's in that extended rule set. What else? 3D printing, painting, lots of reading, lots of graphic novels. Yeah, it's the point of having a lot of hobbies is to keep me busy, but having a lot of hobbies means you need to invest a lot of time and money too. So good with the bad. Unoya. Let's go Logos. No to my archives, but let's see if they have any artifact hate first. Excuse me, nothing out of Logos. Nothing in Star Alliance. They do have a Reclaimed by Nature, so I need to be careful with Pocket Universe. Let's go Quixo, Fogify, and Phase Shift. To Phase Shift and play... Let's play Nocturnal Maneuver again, I guess. To exhaust all their mutants. So Torado, Unoya, and Nell. Call that good. Grim Dawn. What's an ARPG? Asian RPGs? Trying to think. I played one. So this is a debate that I have never gotten. Oh, action RPG. Okay, I've never gotten a clear answer from the Fantasy Flight organized play team. So if anyone's listening who has heard otherwise or knows otherwise, correct me. But my understanding of rules as written is Archon, your character or your deck list and your opponent's deck list in Archon are public information. There's nothing in the rule sets of format of Archon that says you can only look at it once. There's nothing that states that there's a limit to when and how you can look at it. It just says Archon lists are public information during an Archon format. Given that, I say yes, your opponent's list is public information. You can look at it at any time. I've had people get into very heated arguments with me at tournaments about that, and every judge rules it differently because the rules don't cut and dry say it. I play as if in Archon formats, the deck list is always available. There's nothing so that's not rules as written. That's format of certain judges. There's nothing in the rules that I remember or have seen that puts a time limit on how long or when someone can look at an Archon list. Let's go Carlo, Simon Shadows, let's Oubliette, and hit Munchling. If it's written somewhere, it's somewhere I haven't read, and I will concede to that. That's why I wanted everyone to correct me if I'm misspeaking. No, I don't think this is an argument. I think I'm just going off of, that's why I preface it the way I did from my experience. Because if I ask that question to a judge in a tournament, and the judge comes and says, I could show you exactly where it's written, here you go, it's this page, this rule set, I'd read it and say, you know what, great, awesome, you taught me something, my mistake, let's continue. But I've never had a judge actually tell me and point me out where in the rules it says that I cannot look at their list during the game. So that's why I've just been like, someone just show me it, because I haven't found it. I skim read. I can't read word for very long because then my attention goes all over the place. So I might have speed read and just skipped over. It's probably like 1 or 2 sentences, and I probably skipped over it and then screwed myself over. Man, this is rough. I have a feeling my opponent's not playing a 60s. I'm gonna move this bad boy over. I am generally okay with my opponent having this. It's a 64, so this deck is just rough. I'm okay with it being a French deck, though. Lors des catacombes austères. Don't worry, Wild Wormhole's on it. They're gonna tell us the proper ruling if they can find it. Each Keyforge deck has an identity card that displays the deck's name along with a list of all the cards within that deck. Each player's identity card must be visible and accessible at all times. Let's see. Oh, oops. Sorry, Wormhole. It just deleted it. God damn it. Okay. My bots are going crazy. They did this to Manadork yesterday. So I'm sorry, Wormhole. You're timed out for what? 5 minutes again? God damn it. I'll turn that bot up. My bots are hyper aggressive because I've had so many spammers. When I first hit affiliate, my chat was absolutely littered with bots. So I put my bots on really aggressive filtering. And they don't like when people share links because it triggers both the link sharing and the too many symbols. So give me a second. I'm going to take my turn here. I'm going to turn that bot off, and then I'll pull that rule up after this match. Oh boy. I think I need to go Logos here. So I'm going to play Effervescent Principle. Quixo can't fight, so he's just going to Reap. And then I'm going to Bouncing Death Quark. I'm going to hit Torado, Phantom, do it again. I'm going to hit Dino and Quixo. Do it again. I'm going to hit Nell and Shadow Self. And call it good there. God damn it, Brian, turn your fucking bots off. The problem is, so here's my caveat. I have the bots set to only punish people who are not followers or have not been watching my stream for at least 5 hours. And so I know the newer people to watching are the people that don't get to watch me often. Because they're the ones that get hit by my bots. Turn off symbol protection. All right, so we should be all set there. I do like that my messages are working though. I didn't turn it off yet, man. I was gonna say I was turning the bot off as it looks like Manadork shared something else. No one's gonna watch my stream because my bots are banning everybody. I'm trying, hold on. Spam filters. Okay, let's go minimum. No, I don't want that. There we go. Now the bots are off. Yeah. We're going into a 2-minute review. We're going to take a commercial break. Full apologies to both Wormhole and Manadork. Tournament regulations, identity cards. Okay, I have that document. I'll pull that up. I'm gonna go Shadows because I'm just gonna keep delaying this game because this is not going well at all. Let's go Shadow Self and Smiling Ruth. Let's go get all my board game stuff here. Keyforge. Where are we going? Tournament regulations. It's probably gonna pop up. There we go. Under 2-minute review, you said? Page 4. Identity cards. Okay, I'll read that. I'll put that on screen after this game. Wait, so here's my question. My opponent was kicking my ass, but they just conceded because I played a miasma? Whatever. Okay, I'll take the win. I would not have conceded. Hey, the Wild Wormhole's back. Sorry about that, man. I had this problem with Manadork yesterday. My bots are hyper aggressive, so I've put them in timeout. You did deserve that. You spammed the fuck out of my chat. How dare you? Alright, sorry. I'm going to pop this over here. And we'll read this together, because I was wrong, so I like learning what I was doing wrong. So each Keyforge deck has an identity card that displays the deck's name along with a list of all the cards within that deck. Each player's identity card must be visible and accessible at all times. I think I read that, and that's where I stopped, because literally the next sentence is, players are only able to review their opponent's list prior to the match, standard for 2 minutes. Each player must present his or her deck's identity card in order to register for a Keyforge tournament. If you cannot present the identity card, then the associated deck is invalid and you cannot be used in that tournament. So, yeah, I think what happened was I read this first portion, and this bold text is usually something they've edited or added later. So I might have just ignored it, assuming that they didn't change the rules too much. So you can only look at your player's Archon card 2 minutes in that 2-minute window, but then each player's identity card must be visible and accessible at all times. So yeah, leading into more of his question, there's this whole paragraph says to me, I can look at your deck for only 2 minutes prior to the match starting, but then I can look at my own list at any time I want. So I have done that before and not been dinged for it, so I'm assuming that's also true, because I'll try and deduce what cards are still remaining in my deck and see what my likelihood of drawing into Logos is. I'm just using Logos, so like, let's say I have library access, I want to see how many cards I could play and draw. So I try and reverse engineer what's still in my deck. So I think that is fine. I think the confusion and what I missed was that you only can look at your opponent's list for 2 minutes prior to the game starting. So, knowledge is power. The more you know. G.I. Joe. Oh yeah, when we can play in person again, I am absolutely going to have to learn to remember all the play triggers of, oh right, I just fought into an elusive, wait, but there's evasion sigil out, so we need to resolve that. What does that do again? You're going to have to learn to play everything all over again. God damn bots. Well, that Portals deck, even though my opponent conceded, it did not feel good. So I'm gonna churn through here and just see what else I have. Let's go. This one, I've been intrigued by this one. I don't think I've actually played it. Maybe a couple matches here and there. It's got one enhancement, and it's a capture on a gateway to Dis, so that feels bad. Because there's no, that I know of. Yeah, there are no warding mechanics, so happy fun times. This is Carl Pike Mastermind. What is that? Another card or deck that I was pulling up has a card I have never seen before. Destructive Analysis. So it's a Mars card, action, Ember 1. Play, deal 2 damage to a creature. You may purge any number of cards from your archives to deal an additional 2 damage to the same creature for each card purged this way. Huh. Definitely not seen that in play. It's not in this deck, it's in another one I was looking at. But this one is Dis Saurian Star Alliance. All kinds of Exalt and Capture, and then I've got Humble to take Amber off of my creatures, and 3 board clears. So I've got a Gateway, a Skixuno, and an Axiom of Grisk. So can pretty much nuke the board whenever I want. And then it's got a Form of Giants with a couple big bodies, which I like. Ooh, and Dance of Doom is a pretty nice board damage too. So this one might be a contender. I'm going to start with Saurian and just start with a Pterodactyl. Kelly, I played Saurian, and statistically I should draw a Star Alliance card, but I drew another Saurian. I think our theory is true. Okay, so I'm going to go Saurian. Ooh, I'm gonna play. Do I want to play So Salt right now? I'm gonna play So Salt. Let's remove the stun. That's Stomp. I'm not gonna play Curse of Vanity, or am I? I'm not going to right now. I'm gonna actually hold it. Ronnie and a Life for Life with a Gamgee. So now let's go Saurian. Let's go Curse of Vanity to Exalt and Exalt. And I'm gonna Humble to take that off Pterodactyl. Did just this one, just the Explore over, just zoomed in. Zoom. Manadork, if you hop into Discord, I won't pull it up because I'm on stream, but the TCO server as well as the Dexa Keyforge server, both of them have like looking for game or looking for group channels. And you can just say, I'm looking for someone to play on webcam, brand new to the game. Is anyone willing to play some games? And you'll get quite a few bites. I'm gonna go dis. Let's play pain reaction. Sure. Actually, no, I'm gonna play Skixuno. It's not gonna be great, but at least got the amber off of Gamgee. TCO is a great tool. The pause is not to say anything bad about TCO. It's my... With how long the pandemic is probably going to continue to last in the United States, TCO is probably going to become like the norm. There's already a flood of online tournaments run by people who are just running it out of the goodness of their own heart. So it's a necessary evil right now to play TCO, and I say necessary evil because it does kind of do you a disservice on learning how to play manually. You can turn your settings where it doesn't auto-complete anything. Not anything. It doesn't auto-complete like stacked triggers, so you can learn order of operations well. So there's things you can do, but it's not always ideal, I guess is the way to put it. Let's go Saurian, Umbrasaurus, not do that, and I'm just going to play Humble just to get an amber. I don't remember when I have the post scheduled, but some interesting news for Fantasy Flight. So I think I'm posting it next week, but Fantasy Flight as a game has purchased Board Game Arena, which is the like primary way that people play Settlers of Catan and other board games online. So by the fact that that company or that product now is owned by Fantasy Flight, to me is telling me that Fantasy Flight has really realized, oh shit, we have to get online play for Keyforge available. So I'm hoping that's true. I'm also hoping that there's official like online prizes, ways to redeem our Amber Shards through online stores. There's a lot of things they can do that they haven't. But there's no official news on what Fantasy Flight plans to do with Board Game Arena, but they have purchased the product. So they are now the owners of it. So it's, I'm gonna pick 5. So they do now own that property. So I'm hoping that means great things for official online play for Keyforge. Because we've been asking for it. We were told by Richard Garfield at release that the intention of Keyforge is to have an online client. And then I think within the year and a half, Fantasy Flight just said, oh hey, our entire digital team who's been making all of our apps for like Mansions of Madness and all those games, they started outsourcing everything. They fired their app and software development team and just fired them. I think they just dissolved the whole branch department. Then they did the same with their RPG games, outsourced that to a different company. So they're moving everything around, and now they've purchased Board Game Arena. So I'm hoping that they're trying to keep, it seems like, their core company at bare bones, but they're then contracting or buying rights to other things to allow them to maintain the same product lines. And then hopefully that means the game itself can become digitized. Fingers crossed. Let's go a Star Alliance. Let's go Secure a Droid. And then an Explorer. And then a Universal Translator. Oof. Galactic Census just for an Amber. Let's go Xeno Training. And I don't want to use Detention Coil. You know what? I don't really want to fight with my taunts anyway, so I'm going to put that on Secure a Droid. Well, so people that don't know the history of Fantasy Flight, I don't know it to complete memory, but Fantasy Flight started as a game company where their whole idea of products was they would buy companies and games that were going belly up or had filed bankruptcy or they had stopped publishing it. They were buying old products, changing the rules slightly, revamping them, increasing a little bit of the product quality, the publication and fabrication quality, and then they'd re-release it under their name. And that's how they started as a company. They just bought dying games and dying companies and absolved their intellectual property and republished them under their name. So Fantasy Flight has a very long history of buying games that no longer are in print, so they can refix them, republish them, and re-release them. So it's not new to them that they do that. I'm gonna go. Ooh, I don't want to go Dis. I'm gonna go Saurian. So I'm gonna go Citizen Shrix, and then Umbrasaurus. Sure. To do damage there. Let's play Curse of Vanity to exalt Secure a Droid and Charette. And then I'm going to Axiom of Grisk. It's not going to kill anything because I'm going to ward Dust Imp. I just wanted to get that out of my hand, but I gave myself 2 chains, so who cares? Well, yeah. So I think what's happening, hasn't Asmodee... No, Asmodee hasn't always owned Fantasy Flight. Asmodee is a French company. I think they're just technically European now. They're in a bunch of different countries. I'm gonna think through my turn here, but yeah, I got some chatting to do about Fantasy Flight. I'm gonna go Dis. I'm going to go. Oh boy. Let's go Mindfire. Don't steal anything, but I do get rid of an Anguish. I'm going to go Gleeful Mayhem. I'm going to hit Charette. I'm going to hit... I'm going to hit my Umbrasaurus. I'm going to play Snudge and Bonesaw. And Bonesaw is going to reap. So, Fantasy Flight was bought by Asmodee in 2014, like Kelly said. And they kind of just let Fantasy Flight do their thing. They looked at Fantasy Flight and were saying, you know, you're pulling profits, you're creating new product, people are loyal to your brand, do your own thing, you're fine. I think what's happening now is Asmodee is putting on tighter reins to what Fantasy Flight has been doing. And I think now it's Asmodee is making all these decisions, and Fantasy Flight just kind of has to grin and bear it. Boy. So I'm gonna go Star Alliance. Let's play Secure Droid, Explorer over, and then let's put a blast shielding on that duder. So I think Asmodee is just coming to the point where they are just saying, here's what we're doing. And I think Fantasy Flight honestly has been dragging their feet because they don't want to make an official digital product for Keyforge, because there's a lot of logistical nightmares that would happen with it. But instead of trying to sit and figure them out, I think they've just said, we're not dealing with it right now. And I think it's a blend of a lot of different things, but I think that the blend of all those things is creating Fantasy Flight, the new mindset of, we should probably work on a digital product. And I think Asmodee is backing them in that idea. So the good part is we're hopefully going to get one. Bad part is it's not going to be anytime soon, because that type of stuff does take a lot of time. But that all being said, I have lost this game. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to Hadron collision their Umbra. Explo Rover is going to play to the left. And then we're going to have Stealthster play this upgrade there. And I'm just going to Reap and GG. So, man, this deck is okay. I don't have good decks in this SAS rank, so I'm just spinning my tires like, what do I play? Wait. I guess I'll ask the watchers of lower SAS decks. So we're talking about low 60s. What is the most important stat to pay attention to? Is it amber control, amber production, board control, efficiency? Like what do you look at as being the number one necessary stat in these low ranks? And Mandork, yes, on Saturdays I stream from noon to 3 Mountain Time, so I'll be on for another hour and a half. I'm flipping through some of my decks for a little bit, and then I'm going to take my usual midstream break, but that's usually only a couple minutes. So I've got all my decks filtered here by minimum of 60, maximum of 62. And currently, I have them just ranked by SAS percentage. I like to look at synergy. I'm gonna have to borrow that phrase. All right. Well, I'll be here till 3, so we'll see when you get back. David the Lair Baroness, Rapid Evolutions, Ghost Hawk, Triple Lummiloo, which could be pretty good. There's no key cheat though. But Triple Lummiloo for beasts, I've got for each other friendly beast, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 6 beasts, so each Lummiloo on a Reap can gain 5 or 1 amber plus 5, so 6 amber. That's worth looking at. Creature control, okay. In that case, this is a big no-no. Well, let me look at all of my decks with that in mind. Because I do feel you're very on track there. Lower ranked decks have a hard time, unless they are a Coda deck, they have a hard time gaining amber without creatures. So if you're able to shut those creatures down, generally you're at an advantage. But if I go in here and I sort by creature control, I mean, the one I just played had the best. More, I remember this one. That one's a 60, but I'm curious what it can do. I do not like this Benoit deck. Curious about that one. Oh yeah, SAS hates Brobnar. I mean, Brobnar. They haven't gotten a lot of love. But if I look for Drummernaut and Ganger Chieftain, let's try that. I've got one. it's my Forcidella Dome Snake, which is a 60, but it was okay. It's got the TMTP. Problem is, this one also just needs creatures, so if I reach some or find someone that's got a lot of creature control, I'm screwed. Let me move all this over here. I do have a Heart of the Forest deck. Let me try that one. Let me be that guy. Because I think each team in this league is allowed one Heart of the Forest deck. I am going to... Oops. I'm not going to post this game just yet, but I think I got a good idea of what I want to try. I'm going to step out for a quick break. Oh, I'm going to be that guy, Orion. I'm curious. This is my only Heart of the Forest deck that I own, and it's a 61, 62. So when I get back from my quick 5-minute break, I'm going to see what I can do with it. So I'll be right back. we're back. So I'm gonna give this Heart of the Wild deck a try, or Heart of the Forest. Should probably load it first. Import. There we go. We're Ultmore, the expert of trash wreck. That's a funny name. Do. We'll see if they abided by my request. And they are non-talkative, so sure, let's just do it. I'm just gonna check it because I want to try and get good testing where I'm testing against decks that I'm going to see in this tournament, or at least the rank. Nope, it's a 77, so fuck you, buddy. Read the rules. So I'm looking at here, if I could actually pull the right deck up. So I'm doing Dis, Logos, Untamed. Dis has got 2 unlocked gateways, a Soul Snatcher, which is awesome. Problem being, actually, I'll probably actually just always discard this Soul Snatcher because maybe I only have 12 creatures. But if I have Heart of the Forest out, then giving them that much Amber actually would help me because I do have Brig in this deck, Binate Rupture, Interdimensional Graft. So if they get to the point where they can then forge, they're going to hand me all of that extra Amber that I gave them. Yeah, I realize titling the games don't actually matter because if someone does a quick join, they're not going to selectively pick the game. They're just tossed into it. So it's not a big deal not titling it now I'm thinking about it because I put it in the chat anyway. But yeah, so this deck, the Soul Snatcher could work. It's going to be tricky because it's a multiple house cross-house combo that relies on cards from all 3 houses. It relies on Heart of the Forest being out and not being controlled or removed. It requires me to have Soul Snatcher out and then play an Unlocked Gateway, and then it requires me to follow with a Binate Rupture Graft. So lots of pieces. I will most likely probably not play the Soul Snatcher to start as I'm trying to get a grip on this deck. The director of ZYX is nice too, because then I can have some recursion. Ooh, and there's the heart of the forest. So, let's see. Artifact hate. Any. None in Brobnar. None in Dis. Actually, can Snudge bounce an artifact? I think Snudge can bounce an artifact. And then Mars, EMP Blast, I need to watch out for. So EMP Blast can shut down my Heart of the Forest. So I'm going to mulligan. Okay, so I'm going to go Logos and drop a library. Project ZYX is fun. I have I think I sold it actually, a double Project ZYX deck. I think, now that I think about it, I think I did sell it. Oops. ZY Director, and then ZY Project. I still have it actually. It's a 67 though. So it won't be good for a couple more rounds. I'm going to go Dis. Let's drop the Lash, Binding Irons, and I'm going to banish, let's banish that Smash. Let me get the DOK link here. That's my double project deck. And double project meaning it has the full suite. It has the researcher, the project, and the director. 2 copies of each. Let's go Dis again. Let's go Dust Imp. Lash for shits and giggles. Let's Old Yerk and discard Save the Pack and Marmoswarm. I like that they don't have Untamed because my Soldiers to Flowers is going to be nice. I really actually just want to discard a lot of my Untamed creatures because they're not that great. I got a Duskwitch, so if I can get my Duskwitch out, that's helps me keep my creatures going, but it's not a huge mechanic of this deck. My Untamed's pretty weak, so I'm actually really looking for my Soldiers to Flowers and Heart of the Forest in Untamed, and that's about it. Let's go Untamed. Let's go Regrowth, Marmoswarm, to Song of the Wild. Let's put that Marmoswarm back in the deck. And then I don't have any Untamed creatures in my discard, but I'm just going to play Soldiers to Flowers for now for Amber, because I should be able to get through my deck pretty quickly. Memory chip. That's so dirty. I love memory chip though. Right, yeah, casual bracket means absolutely nothing. Unless you get players that you can politely say, like, can you please play in the 60 to 69, which most of the players I've faced today have given me a pretty good chance. Most of them have abided. Abound? Abided? Abought. So, Logos, Library of Babel, nice. Seismo Entangler. Let's go. Let's go Hexbion. Professor Sutterkin. Let's put Rocket Boots on Sutterkin. Just in case, let's go ZYX Researcher and discard pile to archive that Soldiers to Flowers. Oh yeah, Sutterkin doesn't really survive, honestly. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to hold Rocket Boots on the off chance that Sutterkin stays on the board. But if he, for some reason, manages to stay on the board, I'm going to abuse him. Like, yeah, he just got hit off the board, so it's not... whatever. Yeah, Sutterkin's... the fact that Sutterkin's power 2, he's never going to stay on the board. I think making power 3 would have broke him a little bit. I think 2 feels right, but it does make your opponent have to answer him pretty quickly. Yeah, I would love to have a Sutterkin in like a Star Alliance deck where I could cheat him out with a Project Kirby and then drop like an encounter suit on him. That would be great. Hide him behind some taunts or give him elusive or something. He needs something to help survive, and I think Star Alliance is the best supportive to help creatures survive. But yeah, Armageddon Cloak would do it. Helper Bot would do it. What's another one? The Brobnar upgrade, that when it dies you do 3 damage to all creatures and the creature that died goes back to your hand. Well, so let me go Logos, not take my archives. So I'm going to draw a card, play a library, play a Quantum Finger Trap. I'm going to size one Tangler to shut down Mars, so they can't reap with Mars, and then Hexbion's going to reap. I can't tell what this week's PogChamp is. What is that? It looks like a chicken in an alligator's mouth. What? If anyone knows what this week's PogChamp is, let me know, because I can't tell what that emoji is. Komodo dragon, chicken in an alligator's mouth, they're the same thing. Really? They're making that one the long term? This doesn't make... I don't like that one. Whatever. I like that they are changing it, but for that one to be the long-standing one, I don't know. I'm getting my ass handed to me right now. It's great. So I am definitely needing to clear the board here. So I'm going Dis. I'm going to no to my archives. I'm going to Reap with Old Yerk. I'm going to discard Soul Snatcher, and I'm going to unlock the Gateway. So it puts me at check. They're at check. There's my Heart of the Forest, which is nice because I can pull that into my Untamed turn next. I do like that Heart of the Forest does set up for really nice brig combos as well. So I'm going to go Untamed. I will take my archives. So let's go Heart of the Forest. Oh, they hit my Dusk Witch. You skank. I actually don't really need my Dusk Witch, so I'm going to discard to save the pack. And let's go ahead and purge the Dusk Witch and gain an Amber for it. Have they played? They've not seen their EMP Blast. Or actually, they have, which is nice. So I only need to worry about EMP Blast if they cycle back through their deck. So right now I actually want to try and hit them with Brig when they're close to check. So I'm going to go Logos, let's drop Hexbion, and a Director ZYX, and a Hexbion. I do not want to hit Brig right now. I missed the alpha window anyway, but the reason I didn't play Brig that turn is because it would put them at 6, so Graft would give me 0 Amber in return. I think Director of ZYX is probably my favorite Age of Ascension card. Just, you get a free card, and it might change what you choose to do that turn. You basically increase your hand size without increasing your draw, which is nice. Delayed hand size increase. So what haven't I seen yet? I've not seen Misery Exploit. I've not seen my other unlocked gateway. So that's 2 of the 5. I have 3 Fates in hand. I've not seen my Amber Imp. So 3 of the 5. So most of my deck is all Dis. Ugh, they bounced it. Yeah, Snudge can bounce, right? Yep. Yeah, they needed 1 decent Amber control card, and what did they get? They got Cutthroat Research. Ooh boy, I think I go Logos. I'm gonna Binate Rupture, Graft, Hexbion, and then have Snudge, or have Hexbion Reap. Heart of the Forest is turning out to not really be a strong card right now. Right, yeah, because I feel that Age of Ascension was designed looking at, okay, AOA, I feel like AOA might be pretty nice to revisit come Dark Tidings. Be interesting to see what mechanics Dark Tidings introduces and see how AOA can impact that. Because AOA was pretty stun heavy in terms of control. So being able to potentially stun creatures after they're all exhausted or something like that. Oh yeah, the Engineer, when it's not on a flank, all keys are +1. Boy. Can't get rid of that Snudge, unfortunately. But I can go Dis. Actually, I can get rid of that Snudge. Let's go Dis. will take my archives. I'm going to go misery exploit for 1 amber. Let's go 3 fates. Hit these 3. And then let's discard Gub and unlock the gateway. I'm enjoying this deck. It's weird. I don't feel like I'm truly playing this perfectly. I'm kind of just seeing what I have and making the best of each hand. I'm not trying to set anything up, but it feels like it's doing what it wants to. It wants to keep the board empty. Here comes some more shenanigans. They're probably going to pop Life Ward. Yep. So let's go Untamed. Let's go Heart of the Forest for an Amber. Let's pop a Camouflage on John Smith. Let's discard Marmo Swarm and let's play Nature's Call. That puts me at checkmate at 6. I don't think they have Amber Steel. They've got Grabber Jammer. So if they have Grabber Jammer, my key cost can go up by 1. They could Lash and stall me. Looks like they're going to Key Abduction. Key Abduction, I always have to do the math. I'm like, okay. We're at +9, so we're at 15. Yeah, they got it. Cool. I think that was close. That was the only way they could get through. I saw my Heart of the Forest late, and they had artifact answers for it. So it wasn't a great matchup, but I think I did the best with what I drew. So I'm going to go ahead and try and give another one. Oops. See if the dude abides. Okay. As long as you're lower than 60, fine, let's play. And straight into the Heart of the Forest. So they have no artifact control in Logos, no artifact control in Shadows, and none in Star Alliance. So I'm okay starting with this hand. Am I? I'm gonna mulligan. And I drew the heart anyway, so let's just start with Logos. Yeah, double Gambling Den. I'm looking forward to that. This could be pretty crazy. Gambling Den with Heart of the Forest, it's silly. Let's go Heart of the Forest. Let's put a Camouflage there. It's Heart of the Forest. Oh, I forgot my chapstick. what did they do? I gotta look at the log here. Hologram from Wormtech, Titan Guardian Quant. Okay. Let's go. You can do this. You could just do the card prompt. What? That's what the bot's there for, bro. And it's reveal. Let's go dis. I'm gonna start by Old Yerk. Discard 2. I'm gonna hit Misery Exploit and Soul Snatcher. I'm gonna banish Titan Guardian. Right? Did you forget I have the Archon Matrix bot in my channel? I've got to have Sky Jedi set that up in my Discord as well. Ooh, you should also try the roulette game. If you, I can't do it because I don't have channel points because I'm the streamer, but if you just do exclamation roulette, you can gamble some of your irradiated amber. I wish I had Graft right now. Desperately wish I had Graft. Let's just go Logos. I'm gonna binate anyway, because I have no way to get this Heart of the Forest off the table. So I'm gonna Seismo Entangler, make so they can't reap with Logos. Realistically, what they should do here is let me forge, because then they can immediately forge their second key and I don't have a lot of amber control. I have not seen my Graft. I'm getting a whole bunch of bullshit stacked hands. See? I don't have any irradiated amber. Lame. You gotta let the streamers have some fun. So let's go blue key. Yep. So if I go Logos, I'm going to, let's draw a card. Nothing. Okay. Director of ZYX. Let's go ZYX Researcher. Archive at the top of my discard pile. Seismo Entangler. And let's make it so they can't reap with Logos. You mean bad in the best way possible? I'm not curious, or not curious. I don't exactly know how the roulette game works. I was looking at some other things, like you can fan duel each other. I forget if I turned that on or not. I'm trying to give people some more fun things to do in chat instead of just watching. Well, now I'm curious. Roulette 50. Why won't it let you do 50? Hold on. That's weird. There might be an inherent timeout. Let me check. Oh boy. What the fuck do I want to do? No, I think it's just a time. Let me take my turn and I'm gonna check the settings I have. think I do need to go dis just to start clearing my hand and get through my deck. So I'm gonna go dis. Sure, I'll take my archives. So I'm going to play Lash. Might as well just play Gub, whatever. 3 Fates to hit Quant, Code Monkey, and oh no, I have to hit Titan Guardian. So let's do that. Then let's play an Unlock the Gateway. That's weird. You're just earning the amber that you're betting. That doesn't make any sense. I'm turning roulette off. Okay. Let me try this. Okay, now try, yeah, so that's, I don't know what the roulette is supposed to do, so I turned it off because you can just clearly create amber, and it was only a 1-minute timer. So now if you do slots, you can play the slots. So see what the slot machine will do. Yeah, Mark just like stealthily slid in there. I'm gonna go Logos. I'm gonna binate. I'm going to draw a card. Nope, no graft. Library of Babel. Nope. Let's go move there. Swap the position of 2. So let's swap that, I guess. Seismo Entangler. Make sure that Star Alliance can't reap. Let's play Professor Torado and dump a Rocket Boots on him. Alright, slots is more fun. I like it. Yeah, you got 2 PogChamps. You needed that 3rd PogChamp. So it looks like slots automatically bets 100 for you. I'm curious what someone gets when they actually land a bingo. What do I do here? I think I go Untamed. Let's go Nature's Call. Bounce those. Let's go Fang House and then Song of Spring. So my 64s, I'm pretty set on Slug Daughter. It's gonna make everyone lose all their amber. People aren't gonna have enough amber to challenge me to matches. So it's a 30-second timeout for slots, so you can't spam it. Yeah. The 62 range is really giving me trouble. I'm not having a lot of fun with the 62 range. Let's just go dis. Let's Binding Irons. Let's Old Yerk. Discard these 2. Amber Imp, Lash. Unlocked gateway, boom. Now the stupid thing is I don't have a key cheat, so I can't forge and then key cheat into my third key on the same turn. So I think that's going to rule this deck out. I just end up sitting here. I guess Gambling Den could cheat me a key, but the moment I forge, my opponent's going to forge and win the game. So I think that seeing this match, even though it's against a goofy deck, is ruling this deck out from competition. And Slug Daughter is really solid. I really like it. For shits and giggles, I've got 4 cards left. I'm not going to cheat and look at my draw deck. I'm going to try and reverse engineer this. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So one of them is, or 12, so none of them are dis. So dis is not in my deck. I've got logo, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So one of them is Logos and then 3 Untamed. So I'm gonna go Untamed, do it again, and hit Untamed, forge red key, and then I can't do anything to steal from them. So Logos, let's play Graft, because why not? Babble, Seismo Entangler on Shadows, both Hex Beyonds, and Finger Trap just for shits and giggles. So if I can hit this Brig combo early with Heart of the Wild out, it's great. But yeah, all the cross house comboing that needs to fall into place, it's too clunky, too combo-y. I am not gonna keep testing it. Oh, Ryan, you almost got it. This is gonna be really bad for your amber, your irradiated amber. Okay, so Ultmore is out. Man, the 62 is a rough bracket for me. I wish I could say it's not rigged. Can you do like slots space 50 to see if you can bet less, or is it automatically 100? I'm new to this whole thing. Well, so I wanted to get these games up and running and see how they're working. Okay, minimum, so you can bet over 100, but you can't bet less than 100. I wanted to get some of these games in, but I don't know, try one. I don't think there is a maximum. Try 150. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. You might still be in the 30-second timeout, Orion. But yeah, so sorry, the games that I want. Yeah, you gotta have that apostrophe. The games in chat, I wanted those to be able to earn people amber and give them something fun to do with their irradiated amber. So once I get these games up and running, I'm probably going to remove the cost to challenge me and make the challenges free for Champions Challenge Night, and then just leave these games in here. Alright, you're gonna remove, let me look at the leaderboard here. You're gonna lose all your irradiated amber. We've got Goober Bunny in a strong first place here, and Orion is quickly plummeting. Close that, maximize that. Let me look at that deck that you linked, Kelly. My collection does not have a good 62. I'm gonna look back at my constraints. Max of a 62. Epic Quest, key cheat. Well, I don't want to test Ultra Note because you want to play that, Mark. So I don't. It is a really fun deck to play, though. What's its full name? Let me pull it up. Where is it? The Watching Town Actor. I really like that list, Kelly. I'm trying to stay true, because if they ever do like an ownership test, I want to be able to be using mine, Mark's, or Orion's decks so we can all prove we own it. So I don't want to dip into someone else's deck collections. But I really like that list. The double Loot the Bodies is great. Loot the Bodies is such a great Amber production card at this low tier. Doorstep to Heaven is a great scaling Amber control. You got the Epic Quest key cheat. How many knights do you have? You've got 1, 2, 3. 3 knights makes it rough, though. Yeah, 3 knights makes this Epic Quest rough. Huh. Okay. So I'm going to... There's Ultra Note. I'm going to play a game with Ultra Note. Ultra Note. Yeah, that quest, I was like, that quest, yep, that's a red herring. I would drop it to make my opponent try and deal with it, but if they've truly looked at your deck list, they're gonna be like, you're never gonna fire that. You don't have enough archiving or anything to make it actually happen. I think, is this the same double Gambling Den deck? No, different one. Red Penny. Do they have artifact control? No. 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 So I'm gonna keep. Oh, to snudge and bounce Sanctum cards back to you. Yeah. The Hungry Captain Rookie. Let me open that. DOK. Is that your Mass Mutation deck you were talking about, Orion? Logos, QMX, and Bot Bookton. Do they have? They don't have a lot of steel, so I'm okay with this Combobulator going on QMX. Okay, well, I'll take a look at that one too. I just think my collection does not have a good 62, so I'm probably gonna have to dip into yours and Mark's collections to see what I can pull. And for the enhancements of that deck you linked, which one's enhanced with the damage, and then everything else is capture, so I can figure that out. I just need to know which one's enhanced with the damage pip. I'm gonna go shadows, drop a seeker needle, a rad penny, steal 1. Let's drop miasma bomb. Let's drop a nexus, who's gonna do a damage to rad penny and shuffle her back in. Let's go nexus number 2. Yeah, I think Mark's collection absolutely, I was gonna say bankrupts, monopolizes this 62 bracket. I've got a pretty decent 64s, Slug Daughter, or Slug Daughter. Looking at my 64s. Yeah, Slug Daughter. I've got Frightened Governor of Sudglass, which is crazy Worlds Collide control. And then I've got Aoshu Kai Bottom, which is a Martian Generosity deck, but it doesn't have Key Abduction, unfortunately. Damages on Ivan. Okay. I'm going to go Untamed, not take my archives. Let's go Niffle Grounds. Niffle Ape. Cephaloist. Draw a card, and then Lummiloo. Yeah. It was, how many disc decks did you open during, I mean, when I grabbed some on Amazon, all my display boxes were the disc print errors, where the entire box had disc too. So Worlds Collide got disproportionate levels of disc. Let's see, the Hungry Captain of Sweet Town with a damage. I'm just gonna import that now while I'm thinking about it. Damage pip is on Ivan, everything else gets a capture. Boom. Easy peasy. I'll give that one a try next game. So let's go Logos. They purge my Lummiloo and my Discombobulator. Okay, so let's go Logos. Take my archives. Let's go QMEX. Let's go QMEX. Amber Pip and a damage. I'm going to damage this QMEX. Mutagen Serum, Quixo, and an Infomorph. Jesus. I saw like no slots games happening. I was like, I didn't want to remind you because I know you're gonna lose all your amber. So I remember reading that the disc misprints in Worlds Collide were a United States error. It didn't happen much in other countries. So that's unfortunate. Let's just keep going Logos, I guess, right? Maybe. Maybe. Nah, I gotta play Bumblebird. I gotta play the Bumblebird. Let's go Bumblebird. Pew! And then Bumblebird's just gonna die. Gloriana's Attendant. Pew! Draw a card, do a damage to the Patrazate. Ooh. Let's Reap with Cephaloist to turn him online. Niffle Ape's gonna Reap. I'm gonna play Dark Fairy. Let's Resurgence to grab Gloriana's Attendant, and I'm gonna be going into Shadows, it looks like, so I'll grab a Nexus. So I'm gonna play Gloriana's Attendant, draw a card, do a pip. Let's hit Bellowing Patrazate. How many mutants do I have? I only have one mutant to use here, so it's not a big deal right now. Serum in this deck is really good. There's a lot of good mutant targets for it. Also, I gotta add the slots command to my command list on my channel. Curious what shows up when you do that command prompt, actually. Oh yeah, that's a big list. Do I have you, Orion, as a moderator? I think I do. You might just be a VIP. I don't think I have anyone as a moderator. I'm figuring out how to get the what's the word? Figuring out how to get the duel together, where you can duel other people in the chat for points. I'm gonna go shadows because I'm gonna hit that miasma bomb. Gonna hit Nexus. Pew. Let's do damage. Let's just get rid of that Patrazate because it's super annoying. Let's go. Actually, I probably should have saved that miasma bomb. Now that I see I have a look over there. I'm going to play Mole. Attach it there. Do damage to the Patrazate. Drop a Cut Purse. Do damage to the Patrazate. Play Shoulder Id. Mutants. Again, just one. But I'm going to Secret Needle. And hit my QMax to get an Amber. You had the funniest reactions to losing your Amber. Son of a Wesley! I listen to the podcast Stuff You Should Know, and a lot of time they like to say, Odin's beard. I have no idea who Olin Rogers is. So if I build to the right, I lose Amber, so I need to build to the left. Got it. Is he a comedian? Have not heard of that either. This has been a weird game. So I'm going to forge the blue key. How am I forging the blue key? Oh, because Mole. Mole actually worked. I'm going to go Logos, take my archives, drop this library card. Let's go Neurosiphon. And then let's start dropping these QMechs. Boom. And let's trigger QMech's reaction, okay? QMechs to the left. Boom. QMechs to the left. Boom. Quixo to the left. I'm about to shuffle but I have a full hand. I'm just going to use this mutagen serum and have Cephaloist reap so my amber can't be stolen. I want to see someone win the slots and get a bingo, but I don't want people to lose all of their amber. I am going to make an adjustment where when you challenge me to a fight, it's not going to cost any amber. Custom commands, fight. Cost 0. Save. Pew. Save that. Okay. Ooh, their board's getting out of control. But I'm keeping pace, which I'm fine with. Library card with these triple Q-mechs is pretty funny. So Patrizate's still out. Oh, and now I automatically lose 1 amber on the first creature I play. And actually the Q-mechs are going to fuel that. So, oh boy. Let's go Sanctum, or Sanctum. Let's go Shadows. No to my archives. Let's look over there. I need to get rid of this Dexys. So, Red Penny. Let's do Red Penny first. Then I'm going to hit Patrizate, and then Dexys won't trigger. So now let's go Bonafing, trigger, Patrizate, then Dexys. Let's Seeker Needle. Actually, got ahead of myself. Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna ready that. Yeah, I could hit the Patrizate, cut purse. Yeah, I'm gonna needle the Patrizate, and then move, build to the left. Check at 6. Okay, so I turned the duels on. I want to see how it works. So what you should be able to do is exclamation duel, D-U-E-L, and then type another user's name, and then they can type exclamation accept or exclamation deny, and you'll duel each other for irradiated amber. And I have no idea how it works. I've never seen the duel command work. If you type the exclamation commands, it should show you the new commands now. But I'm going to yellow key. I am going to go. I'm going to go Logos. Take my archives. I'm going to use the library card. So let's go Infomorph to the left, draw card. Quixo to the left, draw card. QMX to the left, draw 2 cards. QMX to the left, draw 2 cards. Quixo, draw 1. Mutated Serum, draw 1. QMX to the left, do damage to a creature. Let's do there. Draw 2. Call that good. I should, keyword being should, be able to get a Keyfrog win here. Yeah, I love when library card lines up to me having all those QMEX in my archive. You're using Logos to draw into your Shadows and Untamed. That's all the Logos is used for. So I'm going Untamed. I am not taking my archives. So I'm going to play Cephaloist. I'm going to play Dark Fairy. I guess I should have played Bumblebird, but whatever. Niffleape. Let's discard the Bumblebird. Let's play Resurgence to grab. Guess that's not ultimately going to matter, so let's grab Mutant with a card draw. And Bone Thing. So let's go Keyfrog to the left. I'm not going to be able to pull this off. So Keyfrog. Damage there. Pose Pixies to the left. Damage there. Vault's Blessing. Fusion Serum, Niffle Grounds. GG. Yeah, I saw none of this Shadows when I needed it. I misplayed using the Miasma Bomb. I should have held the bomb and used Look Over There to keep them off a key, so that misplay probably cost me the game. But it's all right. Got to learn all this stuff. So go there. I'm gonna play the Hungry Captain Rookie of Sweet Town. Oops. There you go. I want to see if it works. So it's a 0 amber bet. Mark, go ahead and type accept. Exclamation accept. Do it. Do it. I chose Mark because he hasn't lost as much amber in the slot machines as Orion. Lame. That's fine. You got 2 minutes. There's also 0 irradiated amber dedicated to it, so. I am assuming you lose, but it's also 0 amber on the line, so it doesn't matter if you win or lose. So let me hit let me challenge Orion here. Oh. There we go. Let's try that. You did lose. So if you do exclamation duel, and then I have to look at the exact syntax, but you should be able to bet a certain amount of amber. So at least it's working. Saurian, drop the Monument to Ludo, and drop Cornicen Octavia. Cancel duel. Boom. Accept. Boom. I honestly think it is. I think this is all like the big middle finger to you, Orion, for making me draw so crappily for the last year. So now I'm curious if, let's see. I can't do it for points, but I want to see if I'm doing the right. Okay, so you duel, then the other person's channel name at space the number of points you want to bet. Let's go Sanctum. Don't feel like I need to use the Commandeer right now, but I do have four. I have four. So I'm just gonna play it anyway. Let's go General Salvador. Then the Zealot. The Zealot's gonna come in, and let's just have you fight the Shadow Self. That challenge didn't go through just because I don't have any amber. So I'll make sure it's canceled. So I can't play games against anyone for money, for points. Well, I mean, if you're looking at my screen, I do have an infinity symbol next to my irradiated amber, but it's counted as 0. So I can do most of my alerts for free, I believe. Yeah. I can do all my alerts for free. I just can't bet against anyone. So what am I looking for in this deck, Orion? Sanctum looks like the majority of my amber control, but it piggybacks into Ancient Power really well. A Logos Animator nonsense is fun. That's my initial sight, and then I was like, is that too simple? Okay, that's what I thought. It was just capture as best I can with Sanctum, try and keep them alive, and drop Ancient Power. Okay, so let's go. What's Ludo do? I don't want to get stuck in just Saurian right now, so I'm going to go Logos. Even Ivan's going to hit Umbra for damage and drop Munchling. I do have another Heart of the Forest deck that's a 61, but it looks so bad. I'm gonna play it just because it's hilariously bad on its stats. It's like a -5 anti-synergy. I do love Commandeer, so that's why I'm playing it. I'm curious how this all plays out. I'm gonna set up Saurian here. Drop Praefectus. Drop Galliatops. Let's just Reap here. Sure. Friendly creature captures 1. Each creature with Amber on it captures 1 from its opponents. Nice. So let's go play. Friendly creature captures 1. So that's the capture pip, and this is the actual effect. And then I'm going to drop 1 there and 1 here. And Ludo is going to move the Amber off there, just because he's probably going to die. Capture manipulation, what? Turn that off. Turn that off. Let's turn this to okay. What to do here? Got a few options. Logos, Quixo, and then Bot Bookton. Let's have even Ivan Reap. This is a snail's pace of a game, so this will probably be my last one of the day. I want my opponent to go over 5 so I can use Bring Low and stack into this Ancient Power, but they're not playing into it. And they just Ammonia Clouds themselves. Okay. Okay, that's fine. The grenade snibbed me, so whatever. All right, I'm curious if both Mark and Orion duel, who's going to win? Big old red planet ray gun. Yep, yep, yep. Phosphorus stars to stun everything. Yep, yep, yep. So let's go Sanctum to drop Salvador. Oh, he's throwing the gauntlet. That was that 1 of 10. Man, my channel hates you, Orion. Cleansing Wave. I'm gonna discard Fangs of Gizelheart. And save Bring Low. I want to see if you win for 0 points. You did it! You did it! Yeah, you won a consolation prize. That's all you get. There they go. They went over 6. They are in shadows. They play skeleton key, so they stole one. Secret needle. Who are they hitting? Damage to Salvador. So it went into the armor, it looked like. Yeah, you can't challenge me for points. Shot down. This feels very clunky. I'm having to force this deck to do what I want. Elusive skirmish, so do I fight him off the board? I think I fight him off the board. So I'll just fight. This, yeah, I don't know if it's my draws. I am getting some weird draws, but it does feel really, really slow. And if I can't keep a board, my amber control shut down because I can't capture. So I'm not feeling this one. I love that RIP, the rip noise. I'm gonna go Saurian. Let's drop another Gallytops. Let's drop a Pterodactyl. Let's have Gallytops unstun. Let's have... Ooh, actually. It moves 2 off, but whatever. I wanted to ward him, but misplayed it. I'm gonna hold that Ancient Power. I should have Ancient Powered before I did that, but I didn't want to cancel prompt. I don't think that will cost me the game. Speed. Well, so what? I mean, so speed cards like Animator is considered a speed card, but if you don't see it, it can't do anything for you. So that speed rating feels misplaced in this deck. I'm gonna go Logos though. I'm gonna drop that Animator. Mobius Scroll. Opposition Research, they can't reap. And a Munchling. Oops. Minimize my screen there for a second. What? God, this game is so slow. They can't reap, so all they can do is fight. Zenzi Zenzik, you are way late to the party here, man. Mars, they mother gunned me. Commandeer with no Sanctum in hand. That's great. I've got... I mean, Animator's a nice trick. Yeah, I looked at the list. I didn't see that Zenzi was in the list, but any type of leader you generally want a hard mulligan for. I did mulligan, I thought. So whether I was looking for Zenzi or not, I didn't hit him on the mulligan. Let's see, did I mulligan? I did not. I kept my starting hand. Pay attention to what your opponent plays, kids. That is one of the curses of playing online too, is if you just look away, you have to check the chat to see what your opponent did. And I know for a while I was in a really bad habit of not paying attention to that stuff. Well, we are like, what, 12, 15 minutes into this game and no keys so far? So, you know, snail's pace, I guess. Oh, man. Squawker. Yeah, is this going to ready and fight? I do like that opposition research completely shuts down the John Smiths for a turn. Apparently he's using John Smith to fight. Really wish I had a better hand of Sanctum right now. So I'm gonna go Saurian, remove the stun. Let's go Siren Horn on Pterodactyl. Chant of Hubris. Let's move an Amber from there to there. And let's do that. And then I'm gonna have you fight Grabber Jammer there. And then move the Amber off. Okay. Amber manipulation is a thing. I do like how this deck plays with Amber, but it seems like it's a lot of effort to do nothing. Uh-oh, Goober. Mark's challenging you to a duel. Fuck him up. So if I've got Zenzi on the board, and I move an artifact up to my battle line with animator. At the end of my turn, does Zenzi considered to be in the center before the artifact returns to the artifact line? It's an interesting question. For the remainder of the turn. Okay, so the artifact looks like it would go back to the artifact line after Zenzi checks to see if they're in the center. Interesting. I feel like you're playing a much stronger deck than I asked you to. But it's okay, their name is Black Cat. Chat Noir. Playing a 66, so just they're getting a lot of great board control. So let's go logos. Zenzi. Quixo. Let's have animator move that to the right. Reap. Mobius scroll to archive Axiom and Gizelhart. End turn. Nice. Still don't have a key though. This is going to be a very long overtime limit stream because my opponent is playing very slowly. I should install that chess timer app that Arcana was talking about, just to see how disproportionate the time is in my games, because I play very quickly unless I'm distracted. If I'm distracted, I just mess up all the time. But I would be curious to see what proportion of the games are spent in my opponent's turn versus my own. Yeah, my opponent's just fight. And I've got an Axiom in my archives. Okay. I could board clear here. Ludo's not in my discard though, unfortunately. So if I go logos, let me go logos. No to my archives. It's effervescent. I'm going to animator, perfect this, have them to the right. Let's reap, I guess, and then cause a loop. And I'm gonna throw a commandeer in there. Goober, you might have to do exclamation cancel duel and then type exclamation accept. I don't know if your timer for your challenge against Mark expired yet. But I'm curious about Crucible Tracker. Last Blade. Match details. Oh, okay. That's cool. The time of play. in my last match, the Ultra Note match, I played 50 cards, taking a total of 9 minutes, and my opponent played 22 cards, taking a total of 9 minutes. So by card quantity, I played twice as fast. What am I doing here? I don't know. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. So let's go Saurian, sure. Take my archives. Let's drop Cornicen. Let's just go Axiom. And play that, why not? There's no fucking way I'm winning this match. So, point blank, I hate this deck. I don't like it at all. It is super fucking clunky. These quadruple commandeers, but you have to have creatures stay on the board. It feels bad. It could do well if your draws line up really well, but in the grand scheme of things, you're not going to draw well. Like, you're going to be stuck with this bullshit. So, it feels bad. There's nothing I can do to keep my opponent off this, honestly. Like, I'm going to commandeer and dump a bunch of amber on one creature, which feels terrible. So, who knows? I'm just going to go Sanctum because that's the kind of game this is. Let's go commandeer. Into a commandeer. On there. Into a commandeer. On there. And there. And I'm going to play Eye of Judgment to capture there. And commandeer there. Commandeer there. And commandeer there. And then Gizelhart's whatever thing. It just feels bad. It's so stupid. Yeah, I just captured 9 amber on one creature. Please kill it. I still don't have a key, which is terrible. I am really curious to see what the play out is for the time proportion of this game, because my opponent's playing very slowly. GG. I'm done with that game. That was fucking awful. Card draw mix and just a terrible, terrible pairing. I'm over on time, but not by too much. So I'm going to call that quits there. The 62 SAS bracket sucks. It's hard finding a good deck in the bracket from the collections that we have access to. So I'm going to keep hunting. I need to find one in the next 2 or 3 days, really. So I'm going to be struggling to find one that I like. But then I'll start testing my 64s. I have a pretty good idea of the 64 I want to play. But I will be back on Friday for another night of the Champions Challenge. I have removed the cost for a challenge, so if you want to throw it on the gauntlet and fight me, cost 0. You have other ways to spend your amber now, your irradiated amber on your duels and slot machines and all that kind of stuff. So I've removed the cost of challenging me to a match. So I'm going to log off for the weekend. I will see everyone on Friday night, 5 p.m. Mountain Time for the Champions Challenge. And as always, remember, when it comes to Keyforge, when in doubt, reap it out. Take care.